Canada, let's not joke about it. Canada is in deep trouble. We are facing an unprecedented challenge from our biggest ally and trading partner in the United States as they welcome a new president. We're in a country that actually just lost the deputy prime minister. People forgot about Freeland's out of title. What are we going to do? Where are we heading? A lot of people saying we don't know. And in addition to that, there have been corruption allegations, there have been investigations, and there has been, the CRA, for example, they failed to recuperate $9.4 billion of COVID payments. And no wonder Canadian dollars have dropped to below 6.9 now. And what's going to happen to us?
Former Conservative Member of Parliament Kenny Chiu has officially launched his bid to run again under the Conservative banner in the same area he previously served in, which has recently been renamed Richmond East Steveston. Rebel News closely followed Chiu's loss in 2021 and the mounting evidence that a China-backed misinformation campaign played a key role in interfering with his odds of winning it. If Chiu secures enough party member votes to be renominated and has success in Canada's up-and-coming, highly anticipated election, he would unseat Liberal MP Parm Bains, who claims he won his seat fair and square, despite making headlines for seemingly mimicking similar Beijing-backed rhetoric around the time of the last race. I'm Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News, and I recently caught up with Mr. Chiu in his would-be riding to discuss why, with everything he's been through, he's still willing to give it another shot, and how he plans to address any potential future foreign interference from Communist China if he becomes the Conservatives' official candidate. Why decide to try to put your hat in the race again?
Oh, because I love to enjoy the torture, of course. But joking aside, unlike many Canadians, I am an immigrant. I was born in British Hong Kong, a place where I have no citizenship. And I talked to my wife and we pray about it and we realize that it's worth it. There's still something that I can contribute to this country, and so we decided that, hey, why don't we try again?
Well, you were right all along. The evidence continues to come out that there was some foreign interference during the last time you were in the race. So how do you propose on trying to sort of rebuild trust in maybe some of the constituents in this riding who fell for the propaganda against you?
I alone would not be able to complete the job, unfortunately. It is important that the Canadian public, we make sure that going forward we will be able to strike the balance. A lot of them that were misled and exploited by certain power, they have come to realization that they were used, and I'm glad for that. At the same time, there's still more work to do. Many of them were motivated by fear and scare of being discriminated against. And I'm afraid that what the Liberal government have done, it's perhaps swinging the pendulum to the other side, because in the legislature that they passed, they indicated that Canadians who could be in the need for a foreign agent registry if they are in association with certain foreign entities. And so for many of them in the community, they're wondering what does that mean? Yeah. So there's still some work to do that we can strike the sweet spot and the balance to prevent people from being easily labeled. Some of them talk about McCarthyism in the past during the Cold War, and yet at the same time effectively address the foreign interference issue.
Well, you just had an event after you announced that you want to be the official candidate. What was the temperature like when people came there? Were they asking about this issue, or are they kind of just ready?
A lot of people mention this word, energy, and people they sense that there is an energy in the room, and I appreciated that because it is not just Kenny Chiu or any candidate. An election is a teamwork and a team sport, and so without the team, without people contributing themselves, without them working hard, just a candidate it's useless. And so I am forever grateful for a good team and many supporters who, after many years, in 2021 I lost the election, but it's not the first time I ran. I ran in 2019, 2015, 2019, 2021, and I'm putting my name forward to run again.
So if you do get your seat back, do you plan to do any type of advocacy to protect MPs and politicians during elections?
I think there is much work that we need to do. All you have to do is just look at the Liberal government within 45 days after the commissioner, Judge Hogue, had tabled her initial report. We were able to pass first reading, second reading, House of Commons, and then Senate, and then Royal Assent. That means the Liberal government actually has identified what needs to be done. Yeah. I suspect they know that there are more to be done, and they're just not willing to do it.
Became a school board trustee, I intentionally severed my ties with my relatives in China, with the understanding that I will put them in danger. In 2021, unfortunately, it seems like my worry has come true. But then I thought I would be protected by my country. And I was deeply troubled, disappointed that I was exposed and the government doesn't seem to care. And now that through the commission, I've learned that they've known all about it. It's almost like I was drowning and they are watching.
And so we need to continue to exert the pressure and make sure that they not only just protect the MPs, but also candidates and, in terms of political parties vetting their candidates and all these. We need a lot of support from the National Security Intelligence Services.
Well, ding dong, Freeland is gone. Do you think here at the end of this year, before we get to 2025 or in the beginning of it, we could see another election?
Nothing is impossible. Just like Justin Trudeau said, better is possible. We can continue to hope as a country, but Canada, let's not joke about it. Canada is in deep trouble. We are facing an unprecedented challenge from our biggest ally and trading partner in the United States as they welcome a new president. We're in a country that actually just lost the deputy prime minister. People forgot about Freeland's out of title. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do? Where are we heading? A lot of people saying we don't know. And in addition to that, there have been corruption allegations, there have been investigations, and there has been, the CRA, for example, they failed to recuperate $9.4 billion of COVID payments. And no wonder Canadian dollars have dropped to below 6.9 now. And what's going to happen to us? I mean, we're in the dead of winter right now. Many of our fresh agri-food are imported from Mexico, from the southern states. And, Canadian will continue to suffer even before the Justin Trudeau continues to impose more carbon tax on us. It looks like, if they so believe in carbon tax solving the global climate change problem, why don't they just give it to us all at the same time? It'll be more refund for everybody. It will solve the global climate change problem. But you and I both know that they are just, pretending to be. Yeah. And it's unfortunately that we will continue to suffer until this government is replaced by another government that actually governed by common sense. And I believe that Pierre Poilievre, Conservative, will be the one.
Well, there you have it, Kenny Chiu, who may be, again, the MP for Richmond East Steveston riding. If you want to find out more about his race, you can go to kennychiu.ca. I'm Drea Humphrey with Rebel News. Do you appreciate having access to Rebel News reports? Then consider being a part of the backbone that makes them possible. And you can do so in a fun way. If you go to our special website called rebelnewsplus.com, just for a few bucks a month, you can get our exclusive content whenever you want. That includes special shows, documentaries, and more. And it also helps keep us telling the other side of the story for all who want to hear it.